Yes, welcome to the lighter side of the dark side. It's your Thursday night freak show. It's the Dark Mark Show. I am Dark Mark, the goth comedian. Here's my lovely co-host, Nicole Six. She's toasting to you. You want to say hello?
Good evening.
There you go. And we've got quite a show tonight. Right now, we've got an empty studio, but soon it will be overrun with clowns. And we will talk about that in just a moment. If you're tuning in hoping to hear Holly Hart or see Holly Hart, I do apologize. She was supposed to be here. She was scheduled to be here today. I got something from her agent really last minute. She's shooting a scene, and I don't want to take money out of anybody's mouth. So we are going to, no pun intended. So you might want to pull up your pants, drop the lube. She's not going to be here tonight, but she will be here later on. She's going to be back in March.
They can keep if clowns are your thing, keep the lube. We don't judge.
Or Nicole's your thing, or I'm your thing, whatever you want. I mean, the Dark Mark Show is good like that. But we will be having the Yeastie Boys will be here, and it's a show you don't want to miss. We haven't done an all-clown show in a long time.
I don't think I've ever been on for an all-clown
or multiple
show.
Clown show. We have had
clown on clown.
It's been only one clown at a time for a long time. Because
you're our only clown.
Very funny. Anyway, so let me do the sponsors really quick. We are sponsored by Doomy's Home Cooking. Love Doomy's. I'm looking at their Yelp page right now. And Doomy's Home Cooking, if you're in Los Angeles, obviously we have people listening worldwide, Russia, China, all over the place, Italy. But if you're ever visiting L.A. or you live in L.A., go to 1253 Vine Street, Hollywood, California, 90038. Looking at the posts here, I love the veggie pot roast. Yes, they have veggie pot roast, veggie fried chicken, vegan chili cheese fries.
That sounds awesome.
For dessert, they had the deep fried Oreos. Mm-hmm. This is all vegan. On the secret menu, they had the Big Mac off the secret menu. I hear all sorts of stuff, great stuff about their jalapeno poppers. This is vegan food that does not taste vegan. It's delicious. We love it. And if there's one thing, the only thing that Jenny can agree with, our producer at the show, we love Doomy's Home Cooking. Yes, she's nodding her head yes.
I do too.
Yes, we love Doomy's Home Cooking. The rest of the show, not so much.
The Big Mac looks delicious.
The Big Mac,
I bet it tastes better than a real Big Mac.
I've heard it really does, and it is all vegan, and you have to order it off the secret menu. So if you go to Doomy's and you order the quote-unquote Big Mac, say you heard it on the Dark Mark Show, and let them know that our sponsorship is working. We love Doomy's, and we love being that they're our local sponsor. We have also sponsors that you can enjoy worldwide, including Audible.com. If you go to our website, darkmarkshow.com, and there's two links. There's one for Audible, and there's one for stamps. If you go to Audible, you can get any kind of book that you like. Right here on the front page, they've got Amy Poehler's autobiography, Yes, Please. They have the American Sniper. I just saw the movie. I'm thinking the book's probably better. 50 Shades of Grey, Gone Girl, Alan Turing, The Enigma. But if I put in clown.
Oh, yes.
Let's see what comes up. There's Clowns of God, whatever that is.
I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Right. Well, you might find out later tonight. But anyway. So they have clown books. We'll get back to that. Stamps.com is also our sponsor. If you go to darkmarkshow.com, and you should go to darkmarkshow.com because you can link to our iTunes and subscribe on iTunes, our YouTube page where you can see all of our past shows, and you can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. And you can get free stamps. You can get free stamps from stamps.com. Trust me, Audible has clown books. I can't get them up. But and whatever that is. But
I was wondering what that was.
I'm not really sure. But if you go to stamps.com, because I love sending things, and I know I've been sending a lot of press things out for my comedy, headshots, comedy albums, things like that. It's just a pain going to the post office. But if you go to darkmarkshow.com and click on the stamps button, you can get a free trial at stamps.com. They have a whole $100 kit, $100 value, where they give you a scale, they give you all the supplies, and $40 of free postage and a 30-day trial. If you go to Audible, you get the free audiobook, whatever audiobook you want, whether it's clown-related or not, and you can get and that's free. Even if you cancel next day, it's still free. So grab an audiobook on me. I just drove to San Diego and back, did a show at the Clown Palace, which is great, and listen to audiobooks all the way down. So I
love listening to when I travel, particularly if I'm traveling down long distances. When I go up to San Francisco, it's beautiful.
Right, and so I'm giving you a book. an audiobook. Listen to it, comedy album, whatever you want. Also, I did want to let you know, if you are in L.A., I am doing a show at Inside Jokes Comedy Club next Friday, 8 o'clock. And I'm trying to get the directions here. Inside Jokes is in the Hollywood and Highland Center, right by the Chinese Theater. It's the most unusual comedy club you've ever been to. It used to be an IMAX theater. Now it's a comedy club. And if you go to the Hollywood and Highland Center, or just follow me on any social media, it's 6801 Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90028. If you do follow me on social media, Goth Comedian on all social media, I have a guest list. Limited, but just email me now or email me at darkmarkshow@gmail.com, and I might be able to get you on the guest list, but you better hurry. So that'll be next Friday, March 3rd, and that's a great. Go to Inside Jokes. It's right by the subway stations there. $2 parking with validation, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And then you can go to wherever you want. If you want to go to the Rainbow, if you want to go to the bowling alley there. Bar Centers has got a new rock club. If you're going to Club Ruin, it's great. So 8 o'clock, come see me, get some laughs, then go out and get some pussy or dick or whatever you want to do. Anyway, here they are. Here are the Yeastie Boys. We've just been invaded by clowns.
Oh, are these wet wipes for us?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, for you guys, yes. These are the Yeastie Boys. These are our guests. You don't have to. We don't do wacky sound effects like you guys do.
Awesome. Yes.
If you want to do it, that's fine. We got Jay. Jay O'Clownavan.
Jay O'Clownavan. I'm a kind of an Irish clown.
You're an Irish clown.
You got Mikey Clownball.
Mikey Clownball's here, and who's the guy with the interesting hair at the end?
It's Cotton Candy Andy.
Of course,
right?
Cotton Candy Andy.
Makes sense.
And these are the Yeastie Boys. Now, I don't know if you're aware, my co-host, Nicole Six, she is a horror writer. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but I never heard of this before, like 5 years ago. But now everybody's telling me they have fears of clowns. Nicole, can you explain this?
No, I'm not afraid of clowns.
I know you're not afraid of clowns, but what is behind that fear of clowns? Because I never understood it. I know people don't like clowns, that don't find clowns funny.
I think it's a fad. I think people saw us and then it kind of took over.
You guys, there's a reason to be scared of you guys that has nothing to do with you being clowns.
This is true.
And you two want to get closer to Mike if you want to talk, because I can, yeah.
They don't talk much. They got a little mime in them.
Yes. Whoa. So, anyway, these are the Yeastie Boys, and they are an all-clown punk band. And these are how many people are in the band now? Because it seems to fluctuate.
It does. It fluctuates between 5, actually sometimes 4, to we could have 10, 13 people on the stage.
How many can you fit in the tour bus?
Well, it's a short bus. So
it's a clown car. Is that the tour bus?
No, it's actually a short bus. We got an old short bus that we wear helmets and we lick the windows and and kitted it all out for us. So we actually took it up to Berkeley and Tahoe and just about killed it.
So people see you all of you coming. It's
Oh, it's great.
Like 10 people coming out of the clown bus.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Do you actually have music like an ice cream truck?
No, not on the bus. Not on the bus.
You should.
But he is in charge of sound effects. That's what he does.
Oh, really?
He sings a couple songs, and he's got a little bank of sound effects. We've got the Monty Python song. We've got the what's that Gladiator song?
So Cotton Candy Andy doesn't have to play any musical instruments. He just does wacky sound effects and sings a couple songs.
We don't allow him to do the instruments.
Right.
That's right.
Right. So you play bass and sing, is that right?
No, I play guitar.
You play guitar.
He plays guitar. He sings a couple songs.
Okay.
We're missing Dirt Williams. He is sort of the founder, bass player, and also sings.
Okay, that was my next question. First off, before I get to that, Yeastie Boys obviously a play on Beastie Boys, but there's a beer called Yeastie Boys. Why Yeastie Boys?
Well, there was funny story on Clown Band before.
I'm hoping to get funny stories. That's what the show's all about. Let's hear it.
The comedian, right?
Yeah.
Well, before any of us actually had anything to do with it, Dirt's non-clown band did a gig with noses and wigs and sort of just threw the idea out there with their current band. Well, two of the guys stayed with it.
And what band is that?
It was called Midlife Chrysler. It was an OC about 10 years ago, I suppose.
Right.
And he threw that out there. One of the guys liked it and stuck around. Two of the guys bailed. Well, if you bail on the Yeastie Boys, you're getting goofed on all the time. So
if you can't hack into the clown band, I don't know what band are you going to be able to hack it in?
That's right. So one of the guys, let's see, how can I put this? His girlfriend had an issue. And so they named the band after her. Yes. I assume she does it still, but,
So she had, it's uncensored. Say whatever you want. So she had a yeast infection.
Yes.
I'm like, that's a little gross. It took me a
infection.
second to get there, and now I wish I hadn't got there.
I'm sorry.
So she had a yeast infection.
She needed those wet wipes.
That's right.
Right. So they named the band after her.
Oh, okay.
So when we got there, it was already a done deal.
All right, but you're aware there's a beer called Yeastie Boys.
Yes. Yeah, in Australia.
Yes.
Right.
New
But
Zealand.
we're trying to get them to send us some.
Because I was looking at you guys, I tried to look at you guys up on Twitter, and they got the Yeastie Boys name.
I also saw there's a Yeastie Girls. I don't know what that is.
I wouldn't want to be named the
No,
Yeastie
I know.
Girls.
That's worse than us.
There's a Yeastie Girls,
Yeah, it's a band, I guess.
right?
Yeah.
Are they clowns too? Because the thing is,
I don't think so.
No, they're older. I think that's 80s, isn't it?
I don't know. I
that
just
goes
saw
back.
that. I kind of went on fast.
because there's the Circus Jerks. I mean, you would think that it would be a clown themed name, like the Bozos.
No.
Are you talking about that other clown band?
We don't want to make it that obvious.
Yeah.
There is a band called the
Circus
Circus Jerks.
Oh, yeah, we play with them sometimes.
yeah.
They're
We
friends
played
of
with
ours.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
They owe us money.
They're rivals of ours.
Right. A lot of people owe us money. Just about everybody.
And by the way, Nicole, I don't know, these guys, some of them know, they're very, very notorious.
Okay.
There's a whole story about the gold spike in Las Vegas.
Well, we
Cotton Candy Andy, you got to tell me about this now.
good, Andy.
There's all sorts of urban myths that happened at that one.
Okay, so let's set the scene because there's a festival they have every year, Punk Rock Bowling.
Yep.
In Las Vegas, and you guys actually were not officially part of Punk Rock Bowling, but apparently you've transcended it.
Correct.
And there's a legend about the Yeastie Boys and Punk Rock Bowling. Please elaborate.
Well, we go to the Punk Rock Bowling deal and play at the Double Down Saloon. We're good friends with them.
I love the Double Down, the S Juice.
That's
Happiest place on earth.
you ever been to Double Down?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
gotta
we should
go.
all just leave right now and go to
you got to
Vegas.
try the ass juice when you go there.
When
It's
you go
great.
to Vegas,
It's delicious.
have some ass juice. Yeah.
Out of a toilet.
Wonderful.
So it's hard for us to get on that one. I guess there's politics. They don't like clowns in Vegas or something.
Maybe there's more like a clown union.
Now,
I'm
did-
sure there are
now,
plenty
did you
of
try to
clowns.
We
Did you-
goof on a lot of the bands that are out there.
Did you try to get booked at Circus or
We talked to them, but they didn't want anything to do with any bands.
right?
So we went with Double Down. We've played there before, and we've all played there in other bands too. And it's a great place. We love that place. And Moss that owns it also does Frankie's Tiki Room, and he's also a writer.
It's also the
He's pretty
birthplace
good.
of the bacon martini.
Yes, and it's still
That
this
I would
original
like.
one. I think is still sitting on the shelf.
Very nice. So before we get to the Punk Rock Bowling, so I've heard a lot of different things about you and your music because I actually have seen a couple clips, but somebody was saying that you were just a Beastie Boys cover band, which you're not.
No.
Not even
You
one.
might do a Beastie Boys song, maybe.
Not
I
even
don't know.
one.
No.
Yeah, we have actually. We used to do
not when I was in it.
a long time ago. We used to open
He would
up
never
with-
do a Beastie Boys song.
No.
It wasn't even the full song, though. It was only an intro to it.
It was
only an intro.
as a-
yeah, no.
Are you okay with an intro there?
Maybe. I
All
guess.
right, because I don't want
little
to piss off.
sampling of a
Wait
band.
a minute, you don't like the Beastie Boys?
No, I do. Their first album.
We don't
I like
give him
their
a
first album.
vote, so
Right.
What about Check Your Head?
Paul's Boutique is great. Stop it.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
But, yeah.
I like the Beastie Boys.
I love the Beastie Boys.
He's
I think
into,
they're a great,
you know,
great band.
He's too young for the Beastie Boys.
He's into Taylor Swift.
Have you played any Taylor Swift?
No, that we haven't.
But then people tell me that
coming soon.
You do punk rock songs, like covers of punk rock songs, but twist the lyrics.
Correct. So it's
Okay.
all mostly about circus. Some of the stuff is already kind of circusy, so we just leave it there.
But I've got a CD here, and are these original songs?
Those are original for somebody. For us, we like to call them covers or maybe satire, whichever one would be less of a
Clown
lawsuit.
parody.
Clowns at the Dollhouse.
If we ever make any money, and whichever one is less of a lawsuit, then that's the one.
Well, I think our viewers are thoroughly
I'm like,
confused.
should we play something?
Well,
I was just about to play something, but go ahead before I play it.
For example, Clowns with the Doll Hut is the Doll Hut's place that we play quite a bit. Is sort of our home club where we play a lot.
And that's not in Orange County, right?
Right by Disneyland. When the fireworks go off, they're right over your head. It's great.
Right.
So there's a song by a band that I used to be in, the Adolescents, that's called Kids of the Black Hole.
Right.
Which was a place where in the early 80s, we used to hang out there and ultimately destroyed the place. When I say we, I mean the rest of the Adolescents, the guys from Social Distortion.
You had nothing to do with
the
it.
Agent Orange guys. I was in the band.
Right, but you're trying to pawn it off on everybody else in the band and social distortion.
Oh, I had no. I was.
You were part of the destruction too.
I was an angel.
Yeah, right.
But so as a parody of the adolescent song, "Kids of the Black Hole," we do "Clowns with the Doll Hat."
Right.
Now, I was in the ad, so I played on that. Rick from the Adolescents also came in and sat in on the song and played on it also. So that's kind of what we do is we do songs from mostly our local area, and we have the guys that originally did them come in and sit in either on the recording or live.
But did you try to get Rick Agnew? Did you try to get him to be a Yeastie Boy?
He's done it.
Yeah,
he's
done it a few times.
He is a clown.
He's on that album there.
Oh, Ricko the Clown.
Ricko the Clown.
He's an official clown.
He puts on the makeup?
Yeah. The video I sent you?
Okay.
The baby that punches the guy? That's Rick.
Right. I saw that, but I just thought it was like a cameo. But okay, he plays.
Yeah, and he plays a couple songs on there.
Yeah, because I've done. I did a show with him. I hosted a Semble 6 record release party, and he was there. And,
very cool. Yeah, we know those guys.
And then my friend Madam Jade had a barbecue at her house, and they played.
Jade Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We played at the Punk Rock Museum the other day, and she was there.
Oh, yeah, she's great. So,
yeah, she's cool.
But it's like in the middle of her barbecue, like he just like walked off stage, and like he's a hard guy to kind of nail down.
He's a character, but he's he's a sweetheart, really. I've known him since I was about 15.
Right.
And kind of grew up, and he turned me on to a lot of the stuff that sort of informed everything I played since then.
Right.
And, he was in and out of a lot of the same bands.
He's a great musician. And
he can sit down at a piano, he can sit down at drums, or whatever he wants.
Right.
Yeah. And he's a legend.
And he's a legend. But let's hear your legendary version. This is you were in the original band.
Correct.
And now you're clowning it up.
Yeah.
Here's Clowns of the Doll Hut. It's coming up in a second. Clowns of the Doll Hut. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
That's a little bit of Clowns of the Doll Hut by the Yeastie Boys, and it's now we got it. It's real punk rock. It's real old school punk rock, but with a clowny twist.
Exactly. And most of the guys have been in bands before. For example, our drummer was in China White.
Right.
Like I said, Rick jammed with us. We've had Tiny from TSOL sit in on drums.
I saw that. I mean, these are punk legends.
Oh, yeah.
And you get them to dress up like clowns and
Tiny put on a nose. Rick does the full makeup.
Okay. Casey Royer's full clown.
Oh, yeah. He's even got a clown name. Clowny Royer.
Now, how do you get a clown name in the Yeastie Boys?
Well, either we give you one or you make one up, whichever.
Okay. You have to earn it.
You have to earn it? Okay.
I saw back here you have clown dancers.
Yes,
we do. 2 of them.
We do.
Well, the live show is quite notorious. Now, and we'll get to the Vegas story in a second, but you've been banned from a few clubs, and
like 15.
Quite a few.
We make a mess. We make a little bit of a mess. It's all in fun.
Is it you or is it the audience or both?
Both. Right. Yeah, we have we have confetti, we have streamers, we have a lot of beach balls, we have balloons. You'd be amazed how hard somebody can throw a beach ball
Oh,
right in your
yes.
face.
Oh, no.
And so there's a lot of back and forth, you know.
Right.
And, you know, it's better than a beer can, I suppose. But
So when was the last time you were bashed with a beach ball?
What was it, last Friday? Last
Last
Saturday?
show. Last show, I had someone
Every-
throw a beach ball right into my mic and hit me right in the teeth.
Oh, I
hate that one. That happens all the
I
time.
had Bigfoot put her tits on my guitar.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Wait. Who's
Yeah,
Bigfoot?
oh, this was
She
brutal.
was, I don't know what she was.
Was
I
that
don't know
that
what
girl
her name
that didn't
was,
have her
but-
pants on?
Yes.
Yeah,
she
Is
let
Bigfoot
it
a
all
clown
hang
or is
out.
Bigfoot a fan?
No, it's a fan. Well, I guess it was a new fan. I've never seen
Yeah,
her.
I never saw her before.
She got in front of us while we were playing. It was really getting into it, you know, and kind of taking over some of the slam pit.
Well, why do you call her
And
Bigfoot? I mean, she
looked like a
was
monster.
big.
Yeah, she was.
She was big and scary looking. And it started off with her, it's a very small stage there. It's real small. The doll has, you know, legendary for how small it is.
Right.
And, hey, Mac. And she got up in front of the stage and just had to put her tits on my strings. And it was,
Had to
you know.
happen.
She had to do it.
She pulled her whole pounce down, and she was letting everything hang out.
See, JOC affects women like that.
Well, I was going to say. Now,
They can't help it.
Now, if clowns frighten people and they get that kind of visceral reaction from people, clowns must turn women on. There must be a subset
Some
of...
people have
is-
seen this.
There is a pretty big subset, actually.
So
yes.
please tell us about the clown groupies. I want to hear these stories.
Well, they range from like
Now, tell me your story. What are you thinking of right now? You're laughing. I want to hear this. Come on.
No,
gotta bat 'em off with a
I have
stick.
zero story on that.
But you're the little clown.
I am the
I'm
little
sure
You're
they're
the
all
little
over
cute
you.
clown. You're the young little cute
I
clown.
know.
he hasn't taken advantage of it yet, but we're gonna make him. We're
No,
gonna force him. We're gonna.
They've been trying to corrupt me for
Have you
3 years.
Have you seen things? Is there anything you can tell us that you've seen?
We've
well,
seen
then-
so many things. I mean,
And it's uncensored, please. The no restrictions. Tell us what's going on.
Well, the one that was all over me ended up in front of him with her pants down, and she had the biggest pair of panties I've ever seen.
oh,
and
they were like
and they were ripped all the way down the back too. It was not a pretty
they're on the
picture.
floor.
in the crack
Oh,
was
yeah.
showing, you know,
Yeah.
like the
Whoa, whoa,
whole.
She was digging it.
The whole
Wait a
deal.
second. Listen. She was wearing granny panties.
Yes.
And the crack was
ripped in
split.
half
And
right
she's
there.
big.
Yes,
Yeah, she
I
was
know.
large.
I know.
Were there any shit or menstrual stains? Or
She was closer to you. You tell me.
well,
I didn't.
I think she pissed herself a little bit because she was.
Sweetie, I'm sure it was. She was just excited.
She was a little.
I
hammered.
think that might be, and I know you're a young man, but when we get excited, sometimes they they get wet. It's the whole thing.
He got her to squirt.
Well, content, you did get her to squirt. Did you get her to squirt? I mean,
did.
clowns is very easy. He's got the flower right there.
That's right. There you go. The squirting flower.
As the guitarist, you know, we have the magic fingers. So.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So you were using the magic fingers? On
Yeah,
the-
and I mean, I was just showing them. You know, I didn't have to do anything, and she just let go.
Yeah.
and split her panties.
Yep, right now.
She dropped them on the floor.
Yeah, she
Well,
dropped them.
And then her pants.
Right.
Yeah.
The water
tried
pressure
everything.
just.
Cotton Candy, you are a good-looking guy.
Oh,
I
thank
would
you very much.
imagine,
So are
without
you,
the
sir.
makeup. Thank you. And you've got the best hair here. I mean, it's very Lady Gaga-ish.
Is it?
I'm sure you get. I'm sure you get.
She did see one of her shows like 5 years ago, and then she got all big right after that.
Right.
That's
She really?
weird.
I mean,
Oh,
It's
give her
weird.
Give her a boost, you know.
Yeah, well, you know.
But you must have some groupie stories. The girls must see the cotton candy head and go crazy.
Yeah, I get
and
a
the glasses,
certain
you know?
type of girl that you know wants to be around, and
weird one.
they want to eat the hair. They do. They want to eat it. I like the big ladies like.
That might be your cat.
But not like Bigfoot. You like?
Yeah,
I never seen that Bigfoot girl before. That was.
I don't know where she came from. I haven't
Wow.
either.
When you say big, do you mean like vertically or horizontally?
Like
Horizontally.
Well,
Not so much
no,
vertically.
she was short
you
and
like,
stubby.
you like some ass?
It was like that AC/DC
I like
song.
ass. Yeah, is that what you asked me?
Yeah, you like a big ass.
I like ass. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you like a big ass. You like a big girl.
I love big girls.
I
sure.
think that was a little extreme, maybe even.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be cracking a smile. I think he's serious.
What?
He's
You know,
very
what?
serious.
I like voluptuous women.
Right.
Yes.
So what was the
Sure.
last time a girl came up to you after the show and tried to proposition you?
Friday night,
Yeah? What happened?
I bat her off with a stick.
Really?
Was it Bigfoot? Was it Bigfoot?
No, it was not. No, it's flattering and all, but what
got a
I think is
girlfriend?
weird is well, I've been married for 25 years, so
okay.
She's
cool
probably
with it.
listening, is what he's saying.
No, but what I think is weird is when they do approach you and it's obvious that that's there. They don't have any idea what I look like.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
in
probably
fact there
part
was
of the appeal.
been a couple
Exactly.
that latch on and they stay around, and then then you do you take your makeup off in front of them, and then they see what you really look like, and then you just never see them again.
Has that spoiled the?
It's okay. It happens to women all the time.
I might be the only one in the room that's indulged with the full costume on.
Right? Oh, really? And how did that? Was she in full costume too, or was she?
It was great. No. It was in no costume, birthday costume.
So she had white stuff all over her body.
Yeah. She wanted more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's great.
How did she approach you?
Just at a gig.
Okay, she just you're hot. You're a hot clown. I want to have clown sex.
Well, look at me.
Look at him. He's a legend.
I can hardly resist.
What you want to hear is, remember what happened to Kevin 11 in Vegas?
Let's hear what happened to Kevin 11 in Vegas.
That just sounds like a good story.
He's this young kid that loves the band, and he's a very energetic kid, and
loves the
really,
band.
he's
the guy went out and got a tattattoo the size of his arm.
Wow.
All right.
And he wants us to throw a benefit to get it colored in.
So he's
he's going to be waiting a while.
Sometimes he can't get into shows and things, and so we let him have some of our makeup.
Is he 11 years old?
No,
really?
He's not.
I think he just turned 21.
19.
Just turned 21.
Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, a beautiful woman was chasing after him in Vegas, and he took her and did the deal.
I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
No, was he clowned up?
He was clowned up. He
Nice.
thinks
How he
she
got
thought
to be
he was with us.
Oh, very nice.
He must be one of those. And yeah.
What year was that?
That was last year.
It was last year?
Yeah, we've been doing it a couple of years.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, geez.
So you guys just started like 2013, 2012?
We'd been going a couple of years before that. That was our first album. Let's see. We must have started around 2010 or so, probably.
It's about 5 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just around 5.
And actually, I think I'm probably the elder clown here.
Yep.
And then
Then him.
and then Andy. And then
Then me.
Mikey.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious the age difference here. I mean,
Right.
you're an old school adolescent. And
Right.
what bands were you in, Cotton Candy? Before
I was in a band called Juggernaut. I was also in a band called Plan 9.
Okay.
That stopped in about 99.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It stopped at about 09, and then I jumped on with these guys.
How ironic. And what band were you in before the Yeastie Boys?
I'm still in a couple, but the 405 Pile-Up. And
Okay.
before that, in 2008, I started guest appearing with TSOL.
Oh, very nice.
That was the first time I ever saw this kid. He was the kid playing with TSOL at the picnic in front of 5,000 people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What were you, like 10?
Let's see, I must have been...
You were young.
Oh, I was just turning 16. It was my 16th.
Oh.
How does a 60-year-old kid get on stage with TSOL?
Exactly.
This story you can tell.
Because he rips.
Well, I don't know. I got offered to, which was an honor, in 2008 to play at the observatory. At the time, I think it was the Galaxy.
Right.
I don't really remember when that changed, but they offered me to play as a guest guitarist, and I was 13 at the time.
How did they hear about you?
Well, family, friends, and stuff. We've grown up. I mean, that's how I know any of these guys.
His dad's been around for a long time.
Yeah, my dad
is.
has
He
been there from the
is
start.
friends of everybody, the Smut Peddlers, TSOL, us, and
That's pretty cool. So you were 13 playing with TSOL.
Yeah, 13.
In front of 5,000 people.
Well, the first one was at the Galaxy, and that was a packed show.
Right.
I don't know how many people
when
that
TSOL
holds, but-
plays there, it's packed.
Yeah, it's probably
TSOL plays anywhere.
Yeah. And then they just kept offering me to come back, and
Well, that's because when you nail it in front of 5,000 people, you show that you can handle it.
yeah, and it was definitely an honor, and I can't show my gratitude enough. But that's kind of like how I met these guys. But the funny story is at that punk rock picnic.
Let's hear this. I want to hear this.
This guy named John Gahuli. He was off to the side. I don't know who this guy is, and I'm standing off to the side of the stage waiting to go on.
That was for you, Holy.
Nicole, stop
that's
it.
for Gahuli.
We have guests here.
Yeah, that's for
What's the matter with
Gahuli.
you?
I had pears.
So this guy...
Nicole, I told you not to eat before the show. What's the matter with you? Go ahead.
I've never seen this guy before, and he's sitting off to the side of the stage, and I'm about to go on to the guitar tech has my guitar ready I'm about to go on, and this guy sits right in front of me taking pictures. He was taking pictures for OC Weekly.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, and I tap him on the shoulder. I say, "Hey, man, I'm about to go on." He turns around and goes, "Yeah, right, kid." And then just continue, and he just stays right in front of me. I'm like, "Hey, man, listen, I'm seriously about to go on."
I'm gonna
And
go on.
he's like, "Dude, just move." He just kept
doing that.
Were you clowned up or no?
No, this is with TSOL.
TSOL.
Yeah, this is
punk rock.
Yeah.
This is at
so you're with TSOL at the punk rock picnic.
At the punk rock picnic.
Huge crowd.
He's only 13, so this guy's not
Yeah,
taking
it was huge. So
outdoor festival.
And I'm standing on the stage waiting to go on, and then all of a sudden I get up on the stage, or they're giving me my guitar. He's looking at you with his little camera,
and then
all of a sudden he's taking pictures of me, and he's going, "Oh shit!"
Right.
I had no clue that. I thought this kid was just messing with me.
Right.
I had no clue. So after the show, he came up to me and apologized, and he happened to be a previous clown in the Yeastie Boys, and so he brought me to the ringmaster, Dirt Williams. And
is he the ringmaster?
He is the ringmaster.
The green hair.
Yeah, he's the green hair clown.
Okay.
But they offered for me to do a fill-in for another clown for 2 months. They wanted, for 2 months of shows, they wanted me to hang in there and just play a couple shows. All of a sudden, there's complications within the band, and I earned a spot for myself. So that's been, 2.5 years ago.
It tends to kind of go like that. When I
how many Yeastie Boys have come and gone?
Oh, shit.
I think I counted 20.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 20.
Might be a little more than that.
How many have been on, what's the most amount of Yeastie Boys on stage at one time?
Oh, when we play at the big show, when we'll do like a House of Blues or a Galaxy or Observatory or something like that, everybody wants to come.
Yeah, the clowns come out of the woodwork for the big shows.
Yeah, which is great. That's great.
People in the crowd even clown up, and they get up on stage. and
Which begs the question, and I hate to ask it, but I have to ask it. Do you get juggalos in the crowd?
No, not
I don't really.
Posse people?
Nah.
No, we don't really see much of that. It doesn't really. It's a totally different scene, I think. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I hear the term a little bit. I hear people say that a lot, but I never see that kind.
Fans, then?
For the most part, yeah. And I've seen people kind of skeptical, but really, musically, you heard we pretty much deliver, old school kind of stuff.
It's a completely different time of music, but I would think with the clown thing, it's like, all right, well, here's another clown thing. Let's check it out.
You would think.
It's not
you would
the
think.
same.
Yeah,
and is there beef between the Yeastie Boys and ICP? Do you guys have beef?
No, I like them.
I would just say they're a bit vanilla compared to ICP.
I've heard, I saw a couple of videos of them live, and I've heard some of their tunes. I like them. I like them.
Well, that makes one of us, but I think the concept is great.
I'm not a fan either.
I think the concept is great. I think they have no musical talent. In my opinion,
you guys do
ICP,
have musical talent, though.
If they had musical talent at all, or they could rap at all, they'd be bigger than Eminem. They'd be the hugest band in the world. But I don't think they can rap in it. I don't think they're
I agree, but that's kind of part of the thing is that they suck and
So you think the clown?
The clown thing is great. The clown thing is great.
That's the reason.
That's why.
And I think they're funny on interviews.
Community.
Right.
And I like the gathering of the juggalos. Like, I mean, I'm surprised you haven't been approached for that.
Well, except for the deaths, I guess the gathering of the juggalos is great. The overdose deaths and stuff.
Well,
And the hatred of cats. I love cats.
They hate cats?
Well, I grew up with a rough crowd, and
they hate cats. I didn't know that. I love cats too.
This is like circa.
Wait, they don't like the
90s.
musical cats or the
cats in general. They did
cats.
bad things.
Yeah,
to
who
cats.
doesn't like the musical cats?
Exactly.
We actually
what are
have
you talking about?
We have a caller for the clowns. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Reagan Armstrong. Hey, Mikey. Hey, JOC.
Reagan Armstrong is on the phone.
Oh, my God, it's Reagan.
Which begs the question, who the fuck is Reagan Armstrong?
What's going on, Reagan?
Reagan, who are you?
I'm one of the Yeastie Boys' biggest fans.
Oh, okay.
And I
hey.
love Dirt Williams. I'm sorry he's not there.
Reagan, how did you hear about the Yeastie Boys?
JOC is an old-time friend. I'm an old-school Fullerton boy, and I've known John since I was about 16. So, there you go.
And how many shows have you been to?
Oh, only 3.
Right? Is that enough? Or what's the weirdest thing you've seen at a Yeastie Boys show?
I have a question, though. I have a question.
All right, well,
And,
go ahead.
it was for Dirt Williams, but since he's not there, I'll just ask the rest of the band. I was curious how Dirt feels about being the Lance Bass of the Yeastie Boys, and if the other members of the band are encouraging him to come out.
Okay, so he's inferring that Dirt Williams is gay, and you guys are going to encourage him to come
Lance
out.
Bass.
There's a lot of history between Dirt Williams and Reagan Armstrong. They've been Facebook
Are they
rivals.
boyfriend and girlfriend?
Oh,
I mean,
well,
I think they might be.
Is that what it
There's
is?
a lot of something going on there.
Is
but
Dirt your boyfriend, Reagan?
No, he's not my type.
He's not his type. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Reagan, what's your type?
I'm into vaginas, not penises.
I think that little hesitation meant yes.
You seem to be very curious about other men's sexuality, though.
Well, I have a question for Reagan. So is your last name actually Armstrong, or is that a Rancid reference?
Originally, it was... Wait, what was my name originally?
It's been so long.
I had to switch it to Armstrong because Facebook got mad at me. So there's history there. It's a big backstory that I really don't have time to get into.
I thought he was going to make a Stretch Armstrong reference. I didn't know what was going to go on. So answer the question. Since he's the Lance Bass of the band, have you encouraged him to come out, Dirt? And is that ever going to happen?
I thought he was already out.
Who's the Justin Timberlake?
That's him, obviously, the boy band. Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know why you keep pointing the finger at me, man.
So that begs the question, too. Are there male Yeastie Boy groupies? Besides Reagan.
Reagan
have to
and
ask Dirt
Hans Shadow Spawn.
Yeah, I think
Shadow Spawn.
No, he's not.
He's more of an enforcer.
Hans is one of them.
No, I don't think, that's a good point. I don't think we've seen that. Not that I want to. But I don't think I've seen that.
I think he's interested.
Take any fans you can get.
Exactly.
We don't discourage it, but
when you say groupie, it kind of takes it to another place.
Another level. Yeah.
But,
no dude
anyway,
groupies,
boys,
no.
My family's waiting to watch American Idol with me, so I got to go.
Bye, Reagan.
Wait, Reagan. You're watching American Idol with your family and you're straight?
Don't judge.
All right.
Whoa.
All right, you're straight.
Yeah, don't judge.
I'm not judging, Reagan. Reagan, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Thanks.
All right, see ya.
See you Friday.
All right.
Right on.
That's right. You guys have a show Friday.
We got a show Friday at the Doll Hut. We're playing with Dirty Hammer, the Skeevies, the STDs, and Los Brigands.
That sounds like you're quite a show.
Sounds like you're going to catch something.
Should we get
Either scurvy or an STD.
You just might.
Right. That's at 107 South Adams in Anaheim. And we're playing back up in L.A. in March on the 27th at Cafe Nila, 1906 Cypress. I've never been there, but I heard it's a cool place.
What is that?
Cafe Nila?
I think it's Nella.
It's Nella, yeah. I've been there.
On March 27th.
March 27th.
Never
Okay.
been.
Little ways out there.
No, it's I think it's around. It's pretty close to here, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, right on.
Cafe Nella. Oh, we've got all sorts of callers here.
Right
Caller,
on.
you're on with the Yeastie Boys. I'll tell you what they say. Hey, caller.
Hello.
You're on the Dark Mark Show with the Yeastie Boys.
Was this some kind of delay?
Are you listening to the show? Hello. Who is this
Am
caller?
I on the air?
You're on the air.
You're on the
You
air.
are on the air.
Yeah,
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
I'm calling them to let you know
Turn
that
your
Bigfoot's
radio
gonna
down.
Lady Gaga back.
Turn your radio down.
It's off.
Thank you. There's no delay, I don't think, anymore, right? Who is this?
Since I turned it off.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Who am I speaking with?
This is Dirt Williams.
We've just been talking about you, Dirt.
He knows. He knows.
Hey, Dirt, what's going on?
I think he's listening.
I just talked to Bigfoot, and she said she's going to kick Lady Gaga's ass.
Oh.
I got to meet this Bigfoot. Could you bring Bigfoot in next time?
We want to get that on
No,
film.
he said that he talked to Bigfoot, and she's going to kick Lady Gaga's ass.
I believe it.
When you say Lady Gaga, do you mean Cotton Candy or the real Lady Gaga?
I'd pay to see
Yeah, no,
that.
actually, that's Reagan's girlfriend, but she has a penis.
Reagan's girlfriend's Bigfoot? Oh, my God. That makes
And we're all full circle now.
It's all making sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Dirt,
And,
thanks for calling in.
Hey, did Reagan tell you about his new tattoo?
What is it?
Yeah, Reagan just got a new tattoo of a vagina on his butthole.
Dirt, bringing up the oldies. Hey, Dirt, I'm going to gloss over the Lance Bass question, but what were you thinking when you founded the Yeastie Boys? How did you come up with the idea of a clown punk band?
We just did it as a joke one time, and the name came from the original guitar player who gave his girlfriend the yeast infection.
We heard.
Yeah.
They were very shy about talking about it, but I got the yeast reference. But so it's just a one-off thing, and then it just keeps growing and growing, right?
Yeah, we just did it as a gag because Doll let us do it, and it, the reaction we got from it, we knew we were onto something, so it just kind of evolved from there.
Have you always found clowns to be punk, or
what?
Clowns are like the punks of the circus, right?
Oh yeah,
that's a good point.
They are, yeah. They're always causing pranks.
Yep,
I like that.
That's right.
And Dirt, you seem to be a little more open than everybody else. Now we were going to talk about We're going to talk about the clown groupies, but also you guys have caused a lot of mayhem and you've been banned from clubs. What specifically has gotten you banned? Because we were talking about the punk rock, the infamous Las Vegas Gold Spike incident.
That show never happened.
Right.
That one we got cock-blocked and kicked off before we even got there.
So, Nicole, let me what I've read on the internet, and please tell me if this is true or not. So Punk Rock Bowling, you guys were not booked for Punk Rock Bowling, but you booked a show at the Gold Spike, which is one of the oldest hotels in Vegas, downtown.
Right.
And then what happened?
Well, what we did is I booked a show because they had done a pool party there the year before. So I booked on an alternate day, even though it was the same weekend the following year. And I went through Gold Spike. They approved it. I copied all the emails. I CC'd the emails to, who are those guys? TKO Records?
Yep.
Or whoever it is
that TKO.
runs Punk Rock Bowling.
Right.
And they never responded until
BYO.
At
TKO.
one point, the Gold Spike got back to me and said, we need $2,500 for you guys to play.
Wow.
And then when I tried to negotiate with them, they go, no, you can't play at all. So they got strong-armed by the actual punk rock bowling guys that didn't want us to do it, and they started accusing us of trying to muscle in on their territory, like they own Vegas that weekend. We're like, oh, okay, fuck you, we'll go play Double Down.
So Punk Rock,
That's right. And have some ass juice.
So basically, Punk Rock Bowling told you there couldn't be any more punk rock shows that weekend.
Well, they just didn't want us to do it because they said we did it without their permission, which we didn't because I CC'd all the emails to them. But whatever. We'll be playing there the third year in a row this year, that weekend at Double Down on May 24th with El Nada, Chica Diabla, and Rodents of Unusual Size. So they can suck it.
That sounds good. But you've been banned. You said you've been banned from 15.
It's right around 15, yeah.
Okay, so it's all just the mess that you guys make, or are there lewd and obscene things that happen on stage?
It's all of the above.
It's too loud. It's too.
It's mostly the mess. It's a big mess.
Well, they don't like it when alcohol bottles are broken by beach balls. It happens quite a bit.
Or
chandeliers.
What kind of beach balls are you using? You get hit in the nose?
Regular
It's like metal beach balls.
They feel like soccer balls.
It's like a 24-inch beach ball, But
Drunk
they don't like it when the chandeliers gets broke, or
yeah,
a little bit of
whatever,
punk rock violence.
So you've broken chandeliers? Where'd you break a chandelier?
To Alex's bar, I think.
That's another infamous
joint.
Yeah.
Incident. You guys got banned from Al's bar.
Yeah, well, that was a little bit more. We played with a band that decided to dump over a trash can full of bottles and glass and everywhere. We didn't do that.
But the glass ended up
everywhere.
Yeah, we got blamed.
We do get a lot of blame because other bands will play with us, and they'll bring a bunch of
I think they see an opportunity,
and they'll throw it out, and then
tortillas,
it was the clowns that did it,
right.
So
right.
Yeah. People just don't like clowns.
And I would imagine it's probably hard to follow you guys after your set.
Yeah.
Yes, I have heard that.
Have you heard that, Dirt?
Yeah.
Okay. Nicole, please. Easy with the sauerkraut. But
excuse me.
Oh, that was you. I'm sorry, Cotton Candy. So, do you have any other sounds besides the fart sounds? Because those are always gems.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And those are real farts by him, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's right.
He calls it art.
Andy records his own farts and plays them at the show.
So they're not
you
fake.
got to do something.
So now we're talking
real.
Because
if you use a fake fart, it's not art.
Yeah.
You have to do yours art, and then if you put it through the PA and blast for everybody, then it is art.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
You guys fart on stage?
I do.
He does.
As much as possible.
You can't have fart without art.
No.
Art
makes me fart.
Dirt's onto something.
When I do, I go onto his side of the stage.
Yeah, right.
It was interesting because I had Richie Ramone in here last month. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And I asked him because we had Lenora Claire on who's doing a documentary on fart jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And we asked him about who was the loudest farter of the Ramones? And he's like, we didn't really fart. We didn't big farters. I would imagine you get all you clowns on a short bus.
Yeah,
there's a lot of farting going on.
It's bad.
I just don't believe that. People fart.
On the road, eating
That was a real one. Isn't that crazy?
Right.
We actually played with Richie's brother, CJ.
Right. But so whose farts are the loudest and whose are the smelliest from the Yeastie Boys?
Well,
Dirt's the smelliest. I know that.
Yeah, he could have some issues.
Hence the name.
I suppose so. Yeah.
No, hands down. Remember, our original guitar player Pat Clown. He could fart so loud.
Pat Clown?
Pat Clown farts
he was
loud.
A really loud
man.
He
really was.
One time, I don't think
I'm gonna have to go ahead and give that one to Pat.
I do too. These guys weren't in the band, but we played a gig and he was really drunk and lost his phone and blamed it on the club, and it was kind of convoluted, but it ended up with him at 3 a.m. shitting on the door of the club.
What?
He sure did.
Oh my goodness!
I hope he got banned from that club.
Well, no, we didn't because
you got to finish the story.
He went back there and he cleaned it up because he felt guilty.
How was that?
Exactly.
No wonder he's not a Yeastie Boy.
I heard that story.
Oh yeah, I actually have pictures
There's
somewhere.
a photo of him cleaning up his own crap.
I'm so sorry.
Dirt, do you remember that?
Was he still drunk when he cleaned it?
He might have been crying at the time.
No.
At the time of the cleaning.
He was drunk, crying, cleaning up his own feces outside of a club.
That night was a triple
Big
whammy.
club, too.
Did he call makeup?
No, I think he was out of
He took it off?
The sound guy was fucking
But when he
with
took
us.
shit, he had the clown makeup on.
And then the promoter
The clown
put
cracked
that
on
up
the club
so he
door,
wouldn't
front
shit on the
door,
door.
right? It was
Hold
the front
on.
door.
Dirt, you had some more background on this story, please.
That night, Pat lost his phone. The promoter slipped out the door without paying us.
Oh.
Again.
And he was convinced that the sound guys were fucking with our sound on stage. So he went and shit on the front door after everybody left.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, this is probably would be a good time to mention no smoking in the studio, but that's okay.
Vaping.
I know it's a vape pen, but
I'm with you.
I'm just
Well,
telling
there
you.
is a song on there that's called "You Drive Me Vape," so that's
You're promoting
it's okay,
it.
So I'm driving everyone vape.
So that's
okay.
It's
You drive me
okay, just
vape.
because it's on the album.
All right,
that
so
makes it
he's
okay,
just
then.
trying to promote the album.
I follow you.
It's okay. It's all right. The couple puffs are all right. So, Dirt, wait, but we were talking about a guy shitting on the outside the club. So he
It wasn't just a guy. It was Pat Clown.
It was
Pat Clown.
Clown.
And Pat Clown is
The
really
guy is Pat Clown.
really who? Like is he in the band?
No,
Is he in a regular
We
band?
don't really need to know that.
He quit. Yeah.
Oh, he quit. But I mean, is
We
he in a
have a couple
regular band? I mean,
quitters.
is he like an old school guy? Is he?
He was with Dirt. He was.
Didn't he start with Midlife Chrysler?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
played in Midlife Chrysler and a
Midlife
couple
Chrysler.
faggy bands before that.
Oh, yeah.
Faggy pants.
Oh yeah.
So
Really bad.
So he was lucky
Yes.
he was lucky to be a Yeastie Boy.
Yeah. What was that
Yeah.
band that?
More than lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard his stuff. It was bad.
He's the bus driver, though.
So,
Yeah, he is the bus driver.
So when you audition new members, do you make them do they have to put makeup on? Is that part of it or?
Yeah. You do.
Yeah.
They did that to me.
Yeah.
They had a dress rehearsal, and
Oh, yeah.
With a real dress?
yeah. It's funny because I actually failed that because I showed up without any of the makeup on and I forgot it. I said, "Oh my God, you forgot! I
Oh,
forgot."
wait. You're auditioning for an all-clown punk band, and you
Well,
forgot
they
you're
brought
supposed to dress
They
like a
brought me in.
clown.
I didn't audition, so they brought me in and they told me, "Oh, I have to wear all this makeup and stuff to the rehearsal." There's no one there; it's just a studio, and I come in and they're like, "Where's your makeup?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that." And they're like, "Oh, well, we were just messing with you anyways, so it's like a joke. They were trying to get me to
Well,
come."
it's worked before. We had an interview.
Hell,
one time.
Apparently it has worked.
We told everybody that we could to go ahead and wear everything and show up for the interview.
And all of us went
One of
into
us,
it, yeah.
I
one
would
of us
have.
fell for
I'm
it.
gullible.
Yeah, one of us fell for it, and I walked in with
Was
him.
that you?
No, it wasn't me. It was Jeremy Brown Clown.
Well, theoretically, I did fall for it, but I just forgot.
We walked into it was at a restaurant. We walked in, and he was in full clown gear, and I heard one lady said, I think it's a stripper. And I'm like, man, look at that belly. That ain't a stripper.
What kind of strippers does she hire?
So I said, I think it's
Luckily, he wasn't.
an initiation prank or something. That was great. No, we suckered him in. It was good.
But Jeremy Brown Clown has also been arrested in Clown.
That's true.
yeah.
He's
He's
in jail.
I
in
almost
Clown.
did in punk rock
Absolutely.
bowling. I actually got stopped by the police there saying that I can't walk around as a clown.
Are you
I said,
serious?
That happens
This
to my
is
friend
Vegas.
all the time. He's not allowed to go to a lot of clubs
I'm
in
not
town
allowed
with his
to
makeup
be
on.
anywhere in Vegas clowned up. They stopped me. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean,
there's a law in the books.
There's a man over there with a thong, and you're telling me I can't be a clown?
Yeah, well, it's because you're not recognized on camera. That's why they won't let him into a lot of venues.
Well, I get it. Well, Dirt will tell you there's nothing wrong with a guy in a thong, but
I have a question.
That's Hans. That's Hans.
Is jail kind to clown?
He seemed like he was having a great time. He said he had all the cops taking pictures with him and stuff, and he climbed on top of the bus. And pretend like he was surfing
the bus
on Main Street in HB.
That's amazing.
And if you've ever been to Main Street in HB on a Saturday night,
right.
Apparently that's illegal.
Break the law. Yeah.
So was he's in clown makeup,
full clown makeup,
on top of the bus,
surfing it.
That's amazing.
like Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were we were drinking, smoking, everything in the bus, and
in my head, I'm picturing this with the theme to Grease Lightning.
Yeah,
right.
They should give him a medal for that, not jail time. That's amazing.
They took him away.
But
Maybe had to walk home in the morning or something.
Remember, JOC, when we went through the sobriety checkpoint, all clowned up, but they knew who we were because of the Jeremy incident, and they just let us go right through.
Those clowns.
I was hammered. He was stoned. We pulled up to the thing, and the guy goes, "Oh, you guys." We go, well, what do you mean? He says, I worked security for you with the Dickies last week at the club around the corner. Go on through. Have a good show. Whoa.
Where does the time go? But the Dickies, when you do shows with Dickies, do you come on stage when they do Killer Clowns?
We did. Yeah. Actually, they busted that song out that night for us, and we hopped up there with them. It was great.
So if people want, and I'm sure people are going to check you guys out. Cafe Nella's on 1906 Cypress Avenue, Los Angeles, California. It's not where I thought it was. It's a different thing that I'm thinking of, but it's right by San Fernando Road. It's I've been there. It's good. And you're playing the Doll Hut tomorrow night.
Yep.
And if people want to get a hold of the Yeastie Boys, how do they get a hold of them? How do they check
Facebook,
it out?
Yeastie Boys on Facebook. You can't miss us.
Right. They're the clowns.
Facebook.
We are the clowns.
We have a Twitter account, but I can't remember the password.
So no one goes there anymore.
That's a true clown there.
So and Jay, if people want to get a hold of you personally,
Jay O'Clownavan. And you can link there from the clown site or just find my own. I'm the red, white, and blue head one.
There you go.
Yeah,
I can't miss you. And I met you through Clownlyn Monroe, and that's. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, we love her.
You guys are great, and if people want to get a hold of you personally,
you just look for the blue wig guy, Mikey Clownball. You'll see me in my profile picture is I'm standing on stage with all my clothes off except for a clown thong. You can't miss it.
You with the clown thong. I don't get it.
It's a good look for him. It is.
And Cotton Candy Andy, how do people? You're on Facebook.
Yeah, right there on Facebook. Yeah.
Cotton Candy Andy.
And Dirt, thank you for calling in, and they can find you on Facebook and all sorts of places as well. I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
Oh, no problem. I love it.
We're really glad you called.
Yeah, we're glad you called and clarified some stories. The Yeastie Boys are great.
Yeah,
Go see them tomorrow at the Doll
Hut.
Hut.
To clean up the elephant shit.
Wow.
Pardon me, I had pears.
Anyway, so we'll leave it at that. Have a wonderfully creepy week, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.
Okay, bye guys.